Hi, my name is Alan Roberts. I was diagnosed with Parkinson's in 2003. As you can see from data before 2010, in this graph of the amount of L-DOPA per day, everything was just fine. I called Sinemet a wonder drug because as long as I came close to taking it on time, I had no symptoms at all. Then in 2010, everything went sour in a hurry. It appears that the Sinemet honeymoon, generally 2 to 7 years, was over. About this time, a colleague and friend, Jennifer Heath, coordinated entry for Alan's L-DOPA dancers into the PAR walk. It was a joy to meet all the people who were going through the same things as I. We have entered a team each year since then. Here, Jennifer is on the left, with me trying to see if the Parkinson's simulator felt like my symptoms. This year, I also found PAR's neurologist doctor database extremely helpful in finding a doctor to replace the one I had been seeing, who retired in late 2008. Over the next 6 months, I tried every major Parkinson's drug without success. This slide shows the amount of Azilect I was taking. During the 6 months, everything went bad. In the next few plots of various meds I tried, the dosage is expressed as a percentage of the maximum taken in that time frame. I took one 100 milligram Azilect tablet every day except one during the whole 6 months. This is another view of the Azilect dosage modified to facilitate visual representation of multiple medicines. This slide shows the Sinemet added to the graph. Contrary to the Azilect dosage, the amount of Sinemet varied widely during the 6 months. The maximum reached was in August was 450 milligrams per day. That's 18 Sinemet 25 by 100 pills, taken generally at 3-hour intervals. Over the next 6 months, we tried every type of Parkinson's med the doctor thought might also be help. The first change was to add Provigil and then Nuvigil in an attempt to counter the somnolence caused by the Mirapex. Then we replaced the Mirapex with Comptan, trying to smooth out dyskinesias. Then added a controlled release stimulant. Replaced the Comptan with Tasmar. And back to the Comptan, added amantadine, and finally titrated in Requip. The various side effects I experienced included hallucinations, some so real I couldn't distinguish from reality, falling asleep at unexpected times, dystonia, extremely painful cramping, compulsive behavior, major dyskinesias, bad enough so as not to be sure I could be left on the examining table, short-term memory effects, and acting out vivid dreams. Jumped out of bed to avoid a bomb and broke 3 ribs. As you can tell from the charts, the medicines I took represented a very complex regime with 93 different combinations of medicines and or doses taken over this 6-month period. This represents a change in meds every other day for 180 days. In August or September, I once again took advantage of the doctor base at PAR. Found out about Dr. Een, a PAR board member, who had some office hours only 3 blocks from my house in Boulder. She introduced me to the DBS team at the Anschutz Center. I also had some extraordinarily helpful phone discussions with PAR personnel. I was told about the Bionic Brigade Support Group for Deep Brain Stimulation Veterans, where I was introduced to 2 extremely wonderful volunteers, Valerie Graham and Kate Kelsel, who personally smoothed out every bump we encountered and kept us sane through the 3 DBS operations we decided were next on the agenda. As you can see, the DBS had an extraordinary effect on my need for L-DOPA. I was able to reduce my Sinemet dosages all the way down to 2 25 by 100 tablets and 1 Sinemet controlled release tablet per day. I had a couple of ongoing difficulties which are not addressed by the DBS. I tend to aspirate water and food, and I have difficulty being heard or understood. Once again, PAR came to the rescue. Through their newsletter, I found out about a Trumbull Clefs class being held by PAR in Boulder. I immediately joined and have been attending regularly for vocal cord exercises and fun singing, mostly show tunes, for the last 3 months. This, along with the Lee Sullivan voice training I'm scheduled to go through this fall, should work wonders to address these vocal cord and throat muscle concerns. Thank you, Parkinson's Association of Rockies, for the ongoing support. You have always been there when I needed you. And tonight we're going to raise $35,000 so the Parkinson's Association of the Rockies can continue to provide meaningful programs and resources to our community. Thank you very much.